Hi babes, welcome back to Chi Hair Diaries. This video is going to be a tutorial on how to make a star design. Very easy one. Figure out the section you want your star to lie down in and make 5 lines like this. So to make it easily, this line is like a stick man performing jumping jacks. So you have the head in the center, the 2 hands raised up and the 2 legs spread apart. That's like an estimate to get them to be equal. So after that, I go ahead and use a braiding gel. My go-to is Shine and Jam. It does the job nicely to clean up the lines and make them really clean. After this, we are going to select a particular spot in between each of these 5 lines. So try to make them equal. I went back and made them equal. Select a part like this and then make a straight line from the tip of the line to that spot. The spot is like half an inch. Is it an inch here? Away from the center of the hair. Then you make straight line from the tip of each line to that point. So I've done for these 2. Coming to this one, I select the point, make a line from the tip of the line to that point I selected on one side, and then repeat it on the second side. So we are going to do this all the way to create the tentacle of the star design. So the 5 parts. So this is like creating each half of the 5 protruding parts of the star. So the initial 5 lines we made represents the center of each of the 5 parts of the star. So now we are filling out the edges to create the thicker, closer to the middle and pointed towards the outer part shape of each star tentacle. I'm calling it tentacle because I don't know what else to refer to it. So but you can see when I am done making this section for the whole 5 lines, I am going to hold the whole hair together to be able to see the outline of the 5 tentacles of the star, that one. So we are left with this making for these 2. When I am done, I'll squeeze everything together, bring them in so that I can see the whole outline, 5 of them. If it's going to look funny, that's the time to go in and correct any mistake, because if you don't do that and just braid blindly, you can end up with a star that looks like a flower. So I just hold in everything together and look at the outline and see if I like what I have. So you can see these 3 on this side, they are okay, and these ones on this side. I needed to go in and work on that slim second one. You see now all of them looks nice enough. So I'm going to just go back and open up the middle line that we had before. It's going to be slightly ruined, but you can still see it. So I'll open it back because I need to braid around there. So I've opened each one, starting from the tentacle number 1. I'm going to start braiding half of it. So remember, the line on my right hand is one of the first 5 lines that we made, and the line on my left is the second ones we were creating from half of an inch away from the middle of the star to the pointy end of one of those 5 lines. So I am going to braid the shape of a star just like that. Just braid. When you get to the end, make sure you get to the very end. Don't be in a hurry to curve, because if you're in a hurry to curve, you're going to get a curve instead of a pointed end at the end of your star, and it's going to look like a flower, not a star. So try to get it as sharp as you can by braiding all the way to the end. Turn sharply and braid back. Do not form a curve with your braid. It is going to make your star look funny. So when you braid in and get towards the middle, your ancestors will tell you when it's time to reverse. So just reverse and braid towards the end again. So I wasn't sure where I wanted to stop, so I decided to just stop here. So I braided to the tippy end of this one and stopped. If you are braiding this in a hairstyle and you want to know where, if you're sure of where you want the star to end so that you can incorporate it into the rest of the hairstyle, then stop there. If you're braiding this on the side of the head and you want the last one to be behind the ear, to braid from behind the ear, then keep going round and round and stop, make the last braid stop behind the ear so you can incorporate the tail of the braid into the rest of your hairstyle. But since I am just showing you how to braid the star, I stopped there and just clipped it. So yeah, you can see from the one on our left hand side, I braided into the angle way more than I am doing on this one I am braiding now. You can see the slight imperfection. Despite the imperfections, you can see from my thumbnail, the star looks pretty good. If you are obsessed with getting this thing perfect, like perfect like a robot or a machine would, it's going to take, I just want you to appreciate the effort of people that make like perfect looking star. This is like 80% good. No, this is better than 80%. I just have a very slight, maybe 90% good. So if you see somebody that makes a star, a braided star that looks like 100%, you should at least like the person's video with a thumbs up, a heart or whatever, just to appreciate what they do, because this braid is turning into an art on its own, and it just brings some kind of joy to explore and just express yourself way into your hairstyle in this manner, especially for kids. They find things like this really interesting and exciting, so it's an achievement on its own. So if you can get your star to look better than 50%, I think you tried. But with the way I broke down how to make this star, guys, it is easy. The first line is straight up and down in the middle, then the next left and right lines are like someone standing, raising both of their arms up like a ginger man, like a gingerbread man type of, you can look at it from here. So it's the center head, the two arms raised up, and the two legs spread apart. That's the shortest hack you can use to make your star and make it come out looking, this looks like a gingerbread man somehow. His head, two arms spread out and legs spread out. Bye.